I ain't gonna lie, before I start this video, I'm gonna just let y'all know this video was poorly edited because Mads was lazy and I had to rush it. The mic is kind of ass too. I need to buy a new mic. Thank you. Let's see. Wagwan people, Salah Aser here. I'm gonna try to speak more into my mic today because honestly speaking, my mic is terrible and I need a new mic. I might buy one probably like next week. I can't lie. But anyways, so today, guys, we're honestly gonna be speaking about why we think. No, wait, what's the title of the video again? Okay, we're back. So basically, if you guys haven't noticed already, Bloxfruit has already started losing players again, just like last time. The reason for last time was honestly because it took them like a very,
A few moments later.
very long time to drop updates. And obviously, as we know, it took like a year to drop the Dragon update, which is very crazy for a game because they make it like millions per week and they have like an extremely high player count. Anyways, we have good news. This week, King Redhead said something about what's it called? He made a post addressing the extremely long update times and how he knows how unfair it is for the player base because how long the I ain't gonna lie, I just like peeped how stupid and crazy I sound or like when I'm freaking reading or speaking. I basically sound like I took zero English classes, but basically I was basically talking about what Redhead said. You guys can read, I'm pretty sure. So read. Use your eyes to read. Don't be like me and don't like be like every 2 seconds type shit. Okay, but then again, we can't really just quote Redhead on everything because they basically said the same thing last time. They said something about how they're gonna have consistent updates, but they didn't. So, anyways, so don't really quote them on that. But yeah, that's basically our first point. So our first point is basically lack of updates. Basically, how long the update time takes. And that's basically our first point on as to why Bloxfruit players are quitting. Honestly, this other reason is kind of a bit more major. So another reason a lot of players quit Bloxfruits is because of the exploiters. Obviously, as we all know, exploiters used to be a massive deal on Bloxfruits. We had people who would like TP and like instantly M1 you to death, and like just like instantly kill you with like moves and spam like like no cooldown on fruits and shit. But yeah, obviously as we know that got fixed a while back, but recently exploiters are really making a comeback. They're doing crazy things like no cooldown on like the Draco flash step, which like basically instantly kills you. They also have fast attack on like their guns. They still have fast attack on their melee, but at least they're not like locking onto you like they used to. I don't really have much to say about that because I don't really play the game like that really anymore. I'm basically patiently waiting for the update. I only basically play the updates when the update drops. In order for me to play when the update drops, an update has to drop, if that makes sense. Also, there's things like chat botting. I'll show like a screenshot of that, but it's like I don't think that's really a major deal. Yeah, so no, I was too lazy to add a picture of it. So deal with it. Okay. Third. The third thing we're gonna talk about honestly is the crazy builds and like broken items that comes to Bloxfruits. For example, Yeti. Let me see. I'm gonna lie, mid editing is how I'm putting the voiceovers in. But basically, I was gonna talk about broken builds like Yeti, Dragon, all that type of stuff. My whole point was basically like we understand like having broken stuff in the game because there's always like crazy stuff in some games. It's not always about skill. There's obviously some no skill stuff. But basically, I was trying to say how overpowered certain builds are. For example, you have things like the meta builds, and I was trying to say you can't compete in Bloxfruits PvP majority of the time right now without meta builds or some broken build like Dragon or maybe even like God. I mean no Dragon. No, not Dragon. Diamond, Sanguine Art, TTK, just some crazy ass meta builds. Is basically my point. I'm not trying to drag out the video for too as longer than it needs to longer than it needs to be. So I'm just trying to state my point. Type shit. It also leads to our next topic of macros and other automation tools. Oh man. Alright, so basically I was trying to talk about macros and other tools. It's basically only macros I was gonna talk about. There's no other tools. But basically, as we, I don't know. I need to stop saying as we all know. We don't all know. But basically, I'm talking about macros. A lot of people in the PvP community, or just in the blockchain community itself, they started using macros, and they normalize it. And then obviously they know it's shamed within the community, so they sorry, I had to burp. So they hide the fact that they're using it. Oh my god, I sound so freaking stupid and sped. Sorry. Anyways, so they try to hide the fact that they use it because they know it's looked down upon, but they still use it. If that makes sense. So obviously they do things like Soru macros, combo macros, and how it makes it unfair is like you basically get like an advantage boost, because then the game becomes less about reaction time and more about how fast and how efficient you can use your macros. Anyways, brand new day, but honestly speaking, that's better. I'm recording it today. Anyways, we're gonna get a last point across. Basically, my last point was basically the game has lack of, what do you call it? A lack of content. Yeah, lack of content. So basically, obviously, as we all know, the game updated recently, which is fine. But even so, like obviously, it lacked a lot of content. Obviously, we had new things like new type of quests like the dojo belt, which took like hours in real life, like in person hours, to complete the quest. Like I think it was 12 hours for for like a new set of quests. But anyways, all the time, every time like a new update drops, the players have to basically do the same things like grind levels, money fragments. The same thing. Everything's basically the same, which is fine. It's smart to have new items and new requests, like which is like new ways to what's it called? New ways to obtain items, which is like how can I freaking speak today? Fuck. Anyways, so basically I'm talking about like the dojo belt items. Like I said, it took in-person hours to complete, which is fine. They're implementing new ways to do things. The whole Dragon Storm, Dragon Heart items, everything. Those were different, which is a change we like and we need to see more of. I mean, it was kind of difficult to obtain a Draco race, but that was nice too. Everything was new, everything was different. We had even like, let me show you. Oh, let me show you. We had this new, oh, Jesus Christ. We had this new thing, new area too. This is like the map revamp was pretty neat. I'm pretty sure there's more to come. This whole thing was very, very nice. You have to interact with this, train, upgrade, all that type of shit. You know, everything was pretty nice. But yeah, what's it called? What was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say. Um, but I think I was also gonna talk about like after. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about like okay yeah. But after we complete all the quests and stuff like this whole dojo dragon talent upgrade thing, there's really nothing to do, which is basically every game because you can't just have things. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the audio right there. But basically, I was trying to say, basically after you complete everything when the update drops, there's basically nothing else to do. And people in the PvP community, although they like PvPing with like crazy overpowered meta builds, the bounty boost is still the same and it's been the same for like a few updates. So like maybe like increase it a little bit, a tiny little bit. And I don't know if I said it before, but obviously you can't always have something to be doing in a game. You have to give them wait time for them to update it. But overall, Bloxfruit needs to increase the time. Well, realistically, you're decreasing the time, but basically increase the rate of updates that drops and type shit. Maybe people are gonna start coming back to the game. Obviously, there's problems that need to be fixed. They need to look at channels more, like bug reports, stuff like that. Actually, no, they definitely take bug reports seriously, according to my knowledge. But yeah, honestly speaking, that's basically it for the video. I'm not gonna drag it out any longer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Last thing is my Fiverr. I have a coaching service if you guys want to. I also have a PvP service. Link will be in the comments or the description. And yes, it costs money type shit. Anyways, link in the description. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.